Well, hello there and welcome back to what is now part 3 of this Motorsport Manager career mode, and we're now on the grid for the first race. This is where we left off last time. We did the practice session. I wanted to break them up. I'll probably do practice sessions off camera from now on, so it's just a race, because practice sessions can be a bit boring just seeing the cars circulate round, and obviously the race is the most important thing. So here we are then. Today's session is the race. Sponsor objective, if you finish 16th or above, is £200,000. The weather at the moment looks like it's going to be dry for the first part anyway. As you can see then, the track grip will go up slowly as well. So the first thing we've got to do is sort out the knowledge. This is the knowledge that we would have gained in the practice session. So we'll have a quick look here. Engine expert, high engine mode is no longer impact condition. Race trim, 5% super soft tyres. So we'll go race trim, and we'll also take the engine expert, because hopefully that will help in the first few races whilst the reliability is still not brilliant. The green sweet spot in qualifying is bigger. We can't have that, we don't have qualifying anyway, so the only two we can choose is literally super soft tyres and the race trim for William Evans. So that's that done. Then we look at the car setup. I'm not going to change anything, they both look pretty happy. Although I might put Santa Ana on the soft tyres just to begin with, just to break up the strategy a little bit. So we'll do that, and fuel options. Soft tyres, well, we can only have 8 laps as max. I think what we'll do, we'll keep that 8 laps in there. I'm quite happy with both guys actually being just having full tank of fuel. Driving style neutral, engine modes medium. We'll leave that as it is, I think, for now. Just have everything right down the middle, right basic, and see what we can do. So here we go then, the first race. Car's already on the grid. I certainly hope so anyway. So yeah, there's the grid there. There's no qualifying, it's all based on championship position, but for the first race they go by names, which is a bit weird. So William Evans with obviously the guys with names like beginning with ABC towards the front. As you see there, William Evans starts at the front, and if we go away to the back here, look, we've got Alex Rogers, Amanda, and obviously Inez. Where's Inez? About 12, something like that? 12, there we go. So pole and 12th place for the start. I'm not expecting much difference, but here we are on the grid. The 5 lights are coming on now. Little pause, and away we go. And there's been an update on this game. I am going to obviously put it in the fastest speed. So there we go. We'll stay on board with Santa Ana at the moment. And look at this. We've had an update to the game. You can change between 2D and 3D. The 2D version is what we used to have on the Android game. So we'll have a quick look at that, see what it's like. Oh, look at that! Wow. I actually quite like that. That's pretty cool, isn't it, I think? We might keep it like this for now. William Evans is dropping down into 4th place. Santa Ana is back into 15th. Make that 16th. Make that 17th. God, she's going to be last. 18th. She's going to be last very shortly, and so is William Evans. But we'll look here. We'll come back to the 3D view just for now. There we go. So yeah, Santa Ana is now back in 18th and William Evans is 15th, make that 16th, make that 17th. So we are going to be falling right to the very back. Fuel is still pretty even at the moment. William Evans is down at 75% on the super softs, while Santa Ana is on 81. And then obviously if we click here as well, we can have a look at the car condition. The brakes are the worst, are obviously 50% at the moment. And as long as they're out of the red zone, as soon as they start getting into the red zone, that's when serious reliability issues start to creep in. So we'll have a look at William Evans. 49 is his brakes as well. So hopefully we can get through the whole race. There's quite a few people are locking up there. Hopefully we can get through the whole race without having to make an extra pit stop to fix parts. Like I said, that's why I've got everything on medium at the moment. I just want to get the guys home. But Santa Ana at the moment in 20th. William Evans is 18th. So that has locked up by the looks of it as well. And you see here obviously what tyres people are on and how much life is left in. And William Evans, you see, he's still got 2/3, I'd say, there, whilst Santa Ana's got at least 3/4 left. And you've got other guys here, Dembele, El Sadat, Van Anen, I think it is, Antonov as well. They're going to have to probably pit at the end of this lap, if not the next one, because they've absolutely churned through their tyres. So I'm hoping if we can just keep the engine mode, you know, I might push them a little bit here and there, or if, you know, if it's like a lap left before their tyres go off and they've still got 2 laps worth of fuel, I might put the engine mode up a little bit. But we've got William Evans and Santa Ana here duking it out, I think, for 19th and 20th places. So it's not going great at the moment, as indeed a few people, as you can see there in the top right of the screen on the minimap, are in the pit lane. So we should be jumping up. When are we going to get 15th? 15th? Yeah, it looks like 15th and 16th place. So we'll go into the 2D view just for a minute, just to speed things up, because it seems to be a bit quicker in the 2D mode. Oh, that's so cool it is. It's so much better than what it used to be on the old Android game when it was a very, very basic layout. But here you get everything. Look, you got the sea, you got a bridge, you got the beaches. That's all pretty cool, isn't it, really? We've got more people here in the pit lane, so we will keep an eye on William Evans' tyres. They're now down to 32%. So I'm probably going to pit him at the end of this lap and add a few laps worth more fuel. Santa Ana, I think, can probably go at least another 2. So William Evans, yeah, look, his tyres are really starting to drain now. So we'll put him in now. We'll put him on a set of soft tyres. And we'll aim to try and pit him in around about lap 12. So we're going to really have to just chuck a load of fuel in there, really, aren't we? Park condition, we're okay for now. How long is it going to take to fix that engine? 15 seconds, that's not worth it. And the brakes, 6. That's not really worth it at the moment. Pit strategy. We can go for the safe option here. Safe strategy, 10%, mechanics concentration -4. So there's a 6% chance that we'll mess up a safe pit stop, but it means that it adds 4 seconds, so it's 12 seconds. Balanced is a 16% chance, which means it's a 10-second estimated pit stop, and fast is 8. So we'll always go fast because I'm a risk taker. I want to pit for fresh tyres. Yep, I've just told you to pit, so don't worry about that. So William Evans is obviously dropping back at the moment. He's going to come into the pit lane now. So we'll quickly switch over to Santa Ana because I think we'll probably be pitting her at the end of this lap as well. So yeah, so we'll just keep it going at the moment. It looks like everyone's made at least one pit stop apart from Santa Ana. William Evans has rejoined in 20th place by the looks of it. Can I attack a bit more? No, what I'm going to do is pit you instead onto another set of soft tyres. Dump up your fuel all the way to the top. Park condition, it's okay for now. I'm trying to take it easy, and obviously a fast pit stop as well. So an estimated position after pit stop, 19th place, so 19th and 20th. So it's not looking great at the moment. We'll go to the 3D view. Just see Santa Ana come into the pit lane, and we'll swap the camera view round. So there he is. Here she comes down the pit lane. There's our guys waiting to service her. So in the pit she goes. The fuel is done. That's fine. Now we go onto the tyres. Lovely, good and good. So not a bad pit stop. It was expected to be 8 seconds. It's 8.25, so I can live with that. Coming out the pits in 19th place. Looks like that. Yeah, there's William Evans in the background. And yeah, we're pretty much 19th and 20th, completely plumb last. So we're now sort of relying on people ahead of us to start making mistakes, retiring, running out of fuel, going off the track, whatever it is. Because at the moment, 19th and 20th is, well, it's last and second last, isn't it? So I think with Santa Ana, what we'll do now, we'll engine mode will go high, and I think we'll do the same for William Evans as well. I'll keep the driving style neutral because Santa Ana did 6-7 laps, I think it was, on the soft tyres. I'm expecting William Evans to do the same as well, so I'm going to be doing another pit stop with these guys because we just haven't got the fuel to get them to the end anyway. So yeah, right, we'll go back into 2D mode at the moment just to speed things up a little better, I think. So yeah, Santa Ana in 19th, William Evans in 20th. I think, is she catching a little bit? Have a look down here. 8.8 seconds, 9.3. No, we're just losing too much time, aren't we, really? We're so bad at the moment, these first few races. And until we can get the reliability up and we can risk pushing these guys for a lot longer in the races. And then obviously if we get a bit of money together, start updating the headquarters, developing new parts. It's going to be a while. I'm not expecting any miracles here, really, for the first few races. Just want to finish, pick up a few points. And yeah, we'll aim to try and move up into the midfield by the midway point of the season. But Santa Ana up into 18th at the moment. William Evans is in 19th. So John's Dottier has made a pit stop. You see a lot of guys there. Gerard's gone on to intermediates. Oh dear, let's have a look. Oh, it's going to start raining soon. Look at that. That's brave. They've already come out. Can I have a look at the brakes? I feel, oh, there's so much going on at the moment. Right, can you have a look at the brakes? I feel something's up. No, I'm not going to look at the brakes. What I am going to look at is the fact that it's going to start raining soon. So let's, what should we do? I'm going to pause it here. Alright, Santa Ana's already gone past the pit, so I'm going to pause it here quickly. Everyone is now pitting for intermediates despite the fact it's still bloody bone dry, but it is, if you look at this red bar here, oh, I can't move it down, but if you look at the red bar there, clearly it's going to start raining soon. So if we can do one more lap, I think what I'm going to do is pit William Evans now for intermediates and shovel the fuel right up to the top. And then Santa Ana, we're going to do one more lap and then pit her in. And then hopefully we can jump up ahead of you guys. So William Evans, we're going to pit now for a set of intermediates. Fuel, 8 laps remaining. Okay, 7.69. I've been told that whatever it is, basically it rounds up to the next one up. So even if it says 7.01, you'll have 8 laps worth of fuel. So we're going to do that. Park condition. Oh god, the engine's getting low, as are the brakes and the gearbox. Oh god, everything's just terrible, isn't it? Anyway, but anyway, right. Fast pit stop. So William Evans can pit now. So we'll resume the race. There we go. And the guy in 15th place has got an issue by the looks of it. So William Evans is in now. Here comes the rain. Cool. That looks cool, doesn't it? Right, so he's now made a pit stop, back out in 18th place. I'm going to put his fuel mix down to medium because we've only got 8 laps left. Santa Ana can now pit this lap for intermediates as well. Fill her right up to the end as well. Park condition, brakes are low, aren't they? Shall I risk it? 6 seconds? I don't know. We'll give it a go. We'll do it anyway. 14-second pit stop. Because I think that Santa Ana's got a better chance of scoring, a few decent points here, whilst William Evans is pretty much just chugging around in last, or 18th place at the moment. So we've got the jump. I think we might get a jump on a few people. 16th and 18th by the looks of it. So excess fuel there for Santa Ana, but I don't want to start pushing the engine too much. We'll bring it down to medium. I think William Evans has got an issue with his engine as well. It's all kicking off here. Look at 24%, so we're just above the red there. We're just above the red here, so the chances of William Evans getting to the end is pretty slim. But if we go to 16th place Santa Ana and look at her car condition, we fixed the brakes. The gearbox is getting a bit clunky, but the engine seems okay. So if we can just keep circulating around, where are we, 16th and 17th? It's better than nothing. We've got 5 laps left. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get to the end on these tyres. Well, I don't know about William Evans actually. It's quite low already. And there you go. Look, the car condition indicator has just flashed up red with like a red spanner, which means that his engine's now in the red zone. So it's only got 20% left of its life. Your engine is sounding a bit unhealthy to me. Take a look at it. Nope, I'm not going to take a look at it. You're going to carry on going, just circulating around. Santa Ana in 15th. Let's have a look at your condition. Your gearbox is slowly on the way up. I need to pit for wets. What the hell am I doing out on slicks? Well, you're on inters, but... Oh, it is going to get wetter. Look at that. Should we risk it with William Evans? I don't think there's any point, really. Because, I mean, the last lap or two, it's pretty much going to be wet tyres, but... You're so far back in. I mean, I can pit him, fix his engine, put on a set of wet tyres, and he might be a second or two quicker than everyone else, but he's going to lose 30 seconds in the pit lane. So it's almost pointless pitting him, really, at this point. We've only got 3 laps left to go. So we'll just ignore William Evans and just let him keep going round. Can I come in for wets? No, you may not. Can we jump up any more places? If this is getting scary, I have warnings about a few parts now, and I'm going to ignore that. But you look at the likes of Dreyfus, El Sadat, Dembele, and Gerard, all these guys. Look how much their tyre life is. There's hardly anything left. So if Santa Ana can keep going, because look, Dembele there has got the warning. There's something obviously wrong with his or her car. We've got a chance of maybe moving up a few places. We've got 3 laps to go now. Where's the leader? Just come around the final corner. So William Evans has lapped him. So yeah, we've got 2.5 laps to go. So people are starting to lock up the tyres now. So here we go then. Santa Ana's now up into 15th. Well, she was in 15th place anyway. William Evans is now down into 20th. I've pretty much given up with him. Right, people are now pitting. I assume they're pitting in for wets. Well, I'd only assume anyway. You've got the likes of Dreyfus and Dembele and other drivers here. Their tyre life is absolutely dead. So Santa Ana is now up into the 13th place. It's a puncher there for Dreyfus. Dreyfus is a puncher. And she's out of fuel as well. That's not good, gone well for her then. So up into 13th. Can we get 12th and 11th? Oh, Dembele's tyre life is pretty much gone. So we might be able to sneak another position. God, everyone's literally pushed these tyres as far as they can, can't they? Dembele is out of fuel. She was in 10th, so we got a chance of catching her. Yep, there we go. There's Dembele. There's someone else there. So we're up into 11th place. We're into the dizzying heights of 11th here. If we can just keep going, that'll be absolutely fantastic. Evans at the moment is where we're in 20th place. I don't think he's going to be moving up any higher. So Santa Ana at the moment in 11th place. We'll go to the 3D view just quickly there. There she is in 11th place. She's holding off El Sadat, who's got absolutely no tyre life himself. If we can get 11th place here of Santa Ana, I'll be really happy. There's a guy in 10th. Who's that in 10th? That was Gerard, maybe? I don't know, but she's fighting here. We've got people. Oh, there's people here. Look at that. Evans is blown up on the side of a track. There's another car there as well. Gun it, and Anna. Go on. 10th place. I'll take that. Yeah, I'm well pleased with that. Fantastic result. I'll take a 10th in the first race. William Evans, unfortunately, back in 20th. That's a bit dumb, I think. It's a bit dead, but we've got what looks like here. Well, that's the race over. We've got to wait for all the guys now to finish the race. We've got 2 people around here in 13th and 14th who's basically got no tyre life at all. We're just waiting for them to finish the race. So, yeah, I mean, you look at the condition there of Santa Ana towards the end. Nothing went in the red. The gearbox and the rear wing was close. And then obviously we look at William Evans's tyre as well. His engine was basically blown. And look, everything else is pretty much... The only thing that wasn't knackered was the front wing, but even that was down to 43%. So we now just wait for these 2 slow bastards to come across the line because they've got no tyre life left. And then we'll have a quick look after the race. And then the next part will be having another look around the car, trying to increase the reliability, maybe look at some more sponsors. And then obviously there will be a practice report as well. But for the first race anyway, as Jar in the Garuda racing car wins the race. And we take 10th and 19th, I think it was in the end. So I'm not too bothered about William Evans' performance, but certainly with Santa Ana, I'm pretty over the moon with that. Here we go, then the tyre history. This basically tells you where they finished, how many laps they did on each set. So you see there, quite a few guys did I think it's a 4-stop there. Inters have had inters. And quite a few people, obviously, on 8 or 9 laps worth of intermediate tyres. Obviously, they blew them out towards the end. So we did a 2-stop there with Santa Ana, and I think we did a 2-stop with William Evans as well. Yeah, just see there, pretty much a very similar strategy. So, pretty happy with that. We'll continue now. This is the GMA scrutineering bit. They check all the cars. When you develop new parts, you can get better ones, but they come with a bit of a risk as well. And if you end up getting caught, then you end up having to pay a small fine and that part gets banned. So we broke no rules because, there's no risk of rule break. We've got no dodgy parts. I don't think anyone else did as well. No, we didn't. So Santa Ana moved up 2 places during the race, made 2 stops, finished 103 seconds behind the leader, but picks up 11 points. And then we scroll down. I think William Evans might get a point or 2. Indeed he does. So 11 and 2, 13 points then, straight away, which is quite nice. Yeah, there you go. And Santa Ana is in 10th place. And in the constructors, we're not last. Octane Racing have that privilege, and we're sitting there in 9th place on 13 points. So I'm pretty happy with the first race, really. I think we got a bit lucky with the rain, because if it wasn't for that, we would have pretty much finished near the back. So we'll just continue here to, I think, a loading screen. So what I'm going to do is just end the race there, I think, unless this loads up in a few seconds. We can go through the mail to see if there's any interviews or if anyone's happy or upset. But for the first race anyway, I'm certainly happy with that. But I think the main thing is obviously to increase the reliability as quickly as we can, because William Evans could have had a decent chance of maybe finishing about 12th, 13th or 14th if it wasn't for her engine. This is an important part of the screen. This happens after every race. This shows the changes in depending on their performance. You see her morale was gone up 20% because she's had a decent race. William Evans had a poor race. His morale was only gone up by 4%. And obviously here as well, all her stats you see here, they go up a certain bit depending on how well they did during the race. You see there, obviously Santa Ana did a bit better. She's in the 50s and 60s. William Evans didn't do too bad either, but obviously Santa Ana is the better driver. Got a new unlock as well because we've reached 100% mechanic relationship, which means it gives us the second level 2 in the mechanic, which is car condition drops slightly slower. That is really helpful to have that nurse one there, because hopefully it means that parts won't wear out too quickly. Expected result by the chairman was 10th. We came 9th. We didn't. We finished 11th, but it takes the whole team performance in, so we were the 9th best team, if you like, so that's good. Chairman's happiness has gone up 12% to 87, and our marketability has crept up a little bit. This comes down to how well the team is, and the drivers as well, the marketability of the drivers as well. So that'll be something we look to improve as quickly as we can. Income for the race was 1.388 million. That is the chairman's payments and the sponsors as well, and obviously we hit our target of finishing 16th or above, so that's another £200,000 there. So quite happy there with the amount of money we've received during that race. These are just the other championships that are being run at the moment as well. The Asia Pacific Super Cup, which is what we go into if and when we win the Constructors' Championship, because that's the only way you can get promoted. It doesn't matter if you win the Drivers' Championship. You can win a Drivers' Championship by 500 points and your other driver scores nothing. But in the Constructors' Championship there, the only way you can get promoted is if you actually win it. So if we finish second in the Constructors but win the Drivers, it makes no difference. We have to get promoted as a whole team rather than just one driver being better than the other one. But there we go, we're just saving the game here now, which is nice. I think I'll end the video there because we're probably going to have a few bits of mail and a few things to do as well. I might do it on camera or I might not. But for the first race anyway, I'm pretty happy with that. Hopefully, like I said, we can get the reliability up a bit more as well so we don't have problems with William Evans towards the end of the race. But I'm happy with the 10th place so far. So the next part will be probably just before the race. Yeah, we've got some mail and there'll be a few other little bits as well to sort out. So yeah, next part will be the second race and hopefully we can continue the good form and get another midfield finish.